Here in the starting lineup for tonight's game comes from the Vikings from Augustine College. Number 2,517 from Chicago, Joe. 519 from Poland, number 12, Ian Lambert. 5'9" sophomore from Rock Island, Illinois, number 14, Paul Hall. Number 22, 5'5" from Milan, Illinois, Bell.
into King Arena. I'm Cassidy Thornburg alongside Don Crowder, proud to be bringing you this live broadcast of your women's basketball team taking on the Augustana Vikings. The Wheaton Thunder 6-2, Vikings 4-4 coming into this one. Don, early predictors, what do you got?
Well, this is just going to be a great game. CCIW opener here at King Arena. Wheaton coming back for the first time at home since that loss they picked up here versus UChicago, a loss that they're definitely going to feel a little bit upset about. So I think that Wheaton's going to come out and hit this Augustana team hard. They're 21st in the nation at 6-2. They want to increase those wins. They want to get off to a good start and look for Hannah Frazier scoring a career-high 38 points in last week's games.
So
she's going to be ready to go.
Tip-off, it's Jill Burb. Lose it. So sorry, Gabriella Loys gets it early for the Vikings. Traveling call will send it the other way quickly. So Thunder ball. 9:52 on the clock.
And you saw immediately down low just the presence of Jill Berg. Arms up, nowhere for Lois to go.
So Myroth to Williams, now to Berg around the arc. Back inside the paint, push out to Dembski. She'll find Williams on the outside. Myroth, cross court, taken by Dembski. It's good. First score of the game, that's Christy Dembski, 3-0 Thunder. So now Vikings with possession. It's Jones driving in. Looking for somebody on the outside. She finds it in Gabriella Loys. Loys now with the ball driving into the lane on Jill Berg, putting up some defense. And that'll be sent the other way. So Thunder ball, now Myroth bringing it in. Myroth to Williams. Williams with a one-hand grab to keep possession for the Thunder.
And the Vikings already going into a press right here, but Williams is so deadly for Wheaton to get out of that press break.
Dembski found on the corner, now at the top of the key to Williams. Back out to Frazier. Here, Dembski will take her second three. It's good. 6-0 Thunder lead. So early timeout by the Vikings with the Thunder. Back-to-back three-pointers from Christy Dembski. How's that, Don?
Well, she's shooting 43% from behind the arc on this season. You can't leave her, of all these Wheaton players, alone outside, but that's just what the Vikings are doing. And of course, they're not meaning to. Wheaton is just so quick and so patient on offense. We typically see them use up a lot of their time clock just getting the best shot possible, but sometimes when it goes to Dembski out on the wing and she's wide open, I mean, you got to let that fly every time. But 6-0 lead, and Wheaton looks pretty strong so far.
Yes, 6-0 lead. The Thunder starting five will take the court. It's still Hannah Williams, Jordan Myroth, Christy Dembski, Jill Berg, and Hannah Frazier. Going against the Vikings, Alexis Jones, Mia Lambert, Lauren Hall, Justice Adele, Bree Bennis, and Gabriella Loys. Loys found on the outside. Now kick to the top of the key. Mia Lambert will take the shot, doesn't go. This one's called out of bounds, so the Thunder will take over here.
And that's just 2 turnovers early on in this game, but they go right back into the press here. Let's see if Wheaton can break it this time.
Dembski driving down court. Behind the back move, Hannah Williams found around the arc. Kick to Frazier. Frazier back to Williams. She thinks about driving in, stays on the outside. Now to Berg, down to Frazier in the lane. Berg drives. Dembski found on the outside for her third three-pointer of the night. So Thunder lead 9-0 off of 3 threes by Christy Dembski.
Well, and she's just going to keep getting better as the night goes on. She's a confident shooter, making those 3 early on in this game. I could see her going for 20.
Hannah Williams finds Dembski at the top of the key. Now Williams out to Berg. Berg finds Myroth. Down in the paint, she kicks it to Williams. Quick pass to Dembski. Frazier takes the three. It's good. So 4 threes, 3 to Christy Dembski's name, and that one to Hannah Frazier. The foul is called on Dembski there.
Yeah, that was Adele just pretty aggressive driving in on her opponent. I like that move from Adele. She's recognizing that she's got to play physical in this game to get past that height difference. This isn't a very tall Vikings team.
Adele's first free throw is good. She'll take another. Second one good as well. So the Vikings put up some points on the board. 12-2, still the Thunder's lead.
And the Vikings, once back in that press, I really like that, Cassidy, because this Wheaton team likes to set up. They like to have the entire shot clock, but doing this, they just kind of prevent a couple of seconds to try and get them into a different set of security, and I think that's pretty good for the Vikings.
And Vikings picking up the pace now. Adele passes it to the outside. Jen Crane into the game, but it's Lauren Hall who takes and makes the three. 12-5, Thunder leading by 7. Dembski driving down on Jenny Crane. Looking for someone, she finds Hannah Frazier. Frazier to Williams. Berg sends it down in the lane to Frazier, who quick pass to Myroth. Her shot doesn't go though, so Vikings now on a fast dribble. Layup doesn't go for the Vikings, quickly sending it the other way for the Thunder. So pace picking up in the game here. Myroth finds Dembski at the top of the key. Williams with possession sends it down to Myroth, drives onto the lane, sends the layup up. It's good to take the Thunder's lead up to 14-5 over the Vikings. Vikings put up the shot, it goes. Myroth taking the ball down court. Berg on the corner with possession, finds Williams on the outside. She sends it down to Myroth. Myroth back to Berg. Berg sends it top of the key to Dembski. Dembski quickly gives it away. 7 on the shot clock. Myroth puts it up, doesn't go, comes off. Berg fighting for it, but the Vikings secure possession.
And that's a big play there from Hall, who's got 5 points in this game. Lead is now at 7, so she's done pretty well to try and cut into this lead that Wheaton's had early in this game.
Mia Lambert drives to the hoop for the Vikings. Shot doesn't go. Thunder now on offense. So Frazier will put it up. It's good. The Thunder coming out strong early, keeping their lead and adding to it. Vikings put up a shot, doesn't go. So the Thunder will again take over, and it's Myroth taking it down court. The foul is called. So Myroth will bring in the ball for the Thunder. But not before the Vikings will make some substitutions. So entering onto the court now is Shada Hodges for the Vikings, as well as Maddie Murillo. And Jenny Crane will stay on the court, as well as Alexis Jones. Hannah Swider in the game for the Thunder. Williams puts it in from the outside. Dang, the Thunder's threes are on point tonight. So 19-7 lead for the Thunder. Vikings drive in. Layup doesn't go. Hannah Swider will bring it down court for the Thunder. Williams drive bounces off the foot of Jenny Crane, but she quickly recovers and finds Kirsten Madsen now in the game for the Thunder. Madsen thinks about the shot, doesn't take it, sends it back to Frazier, who drives in, but Vikings catch the rebound. So Vikings now with possession, quick pass and layup. Good follow through there by the Vikings, trailing by 10 points to the Thunder.
And just the pace of this game so far, with Augustana going into this press, every single made basket. I've just been really impressed with how quickly they're playing despite being down, despite giving up those 3-point attempts. they're really showing their stamina in this game, and they're still going.
Sure, yeah, the Vikings picked up the tempo, and I think it was matched when Hannah Swider entered the game. She has a tendency to do that when she comes onto the court. Thunder get another shot to go, leading 21-9 with 3 minutes in the first quarter. So Jenny Crane passes it along the arc. It's sent down in the paint. Vikings kick it back out. Looking for someone. A pass almost over the head of Macy Feinborn with 4 on the shot clock. Vikings put it up. It doesn't go.
And it looks like Jones, I think, getting bailed out a little bit with the push call, or maybe that was Hodges actually getting bailed out. There were only 2 seconds on the shot clock. Wheaton playing some excellent defense, but Hodges put the shot up, and now she's at the line.
Right, you said it, foul against the Thunder there, so Hodges will take her first shot, doesn't go. Now in the game for the Thunder is Bonnie Zeller. Bonnie Zeller, a sophomore. Second shot doesn't go, so Thunder back with possession. Myroth taking it down court. Madsen takes the shot. No hesitation, but it doesn't go. Fights for the ball. Foul called against the Vikings, so she'll go to the line.
Yeah, and the shortest player on the court there getting the rebound. And I thought she was going to the line there, but it looks like they got her before the shot, so it'll be ball underneath. But how about Madsen corralling that rebound? Nice strength. Yeah,
they didn't call it as a shot, so the Thunder will still bring it in. Madsen now with possession. Swider takes the shot from around the arc. It doesn't go. Bounces off. Myroth grabs it. She finds Madsen, who again puts it up. This one's good. So there it is. Thunder coming out super strong from the get-go. 24-9 lead over the Vikings. Vikings kick it out and take the shot from around the arc. It goes. That's Macy Feinborn, freshman, for the Vikings. Swider sends it down court to Madsen. Long pass. Swider now back with possession. She finds Zeller. Zeller looking for someone. She finds Madsen. So Madsen now with the ball, thinking about what to do next. She finds Zeller. Zeller drives into the lane with 8 on the shot clock. She tries to put it up, but this one's kicked out to Frazier. Frazier takes the shot. It doesn't go. Myroth will get the rebound. What a fight. Now Swider driving into the lane. Thunder lose that one. So Vikings on the fast break. Layup. It's good. Alexis Jones gets the points for the Vikings.
And Jones leading this Vikings team in scoring. No surprise there that she comes up with the steal. She's going to be big if the Vikings want to come back from this early 10-point deficit.
Zeller now with the ball. She passes out to Madsen. Frazier, top of the key, drives into the lane, loses it, but Swider recovers it for the Thunder. Frazier back with the ball, drives, but the Vikings will take over. Another drive to the basket. Alexis Jones thinks of taking the shot. She doesn't. So Vikings now passing it around the horn. In the paint, Jones puts it up. It's good. Man, and she has been aggressive since the second she entered the game. So Zeller and Myroth going a little back and forth here as they take the ball down court. Madsen takes a shot. Doesn't go. Good look for her, though, from around the arc. Vikings will take over. It's Jones again, driving into the paint. She rethinks it. With 7 on the shot clock, Jones has the ball. 4 seconds, not much time. She goes for the layup. Doesn't go. So, shot clock violation. Excuse me, that's the quarter.
Yeah, pretty good quarter, all things considered, from both teams. We're looking at Wheaton with an 8-point lead now, 24-16, but that's really off of the back of 6 made three-pointers in this game. They're 6 for 10 so far, and that's a lot different than that U of Chicago game where they struggled to get any shots from behind the arc. But right now they look pretty gelled, and they're getting everybody involved. They got a bunch of players with good scoring numbers. Dembski with 9, Hannah Frazier with 7, and that's pretty crucial because we've seen her struggle to get going in the first half in a lot of these games. But right now, Cassidy, I've been really impressed with how the Thunder have started this conference game.
Right, yeah, me too. Fast start, coming out strong from the get-go, and you said it too, Frazier coming out hot. Sometimes it takes a little bit for her to get warm, but not tonight. You know, earlier this week, she was named the CCIW Player of the Week for, you know, the second time this season already. I mean, the Thunder have already played 8 games, so that's some early accomplishments for her. Also been named a preseason All-American, so exciting to have her on the court for the Thunder and starting out even stronger than she has in the past.
Yeah, and just another highlight, Jordan Myroth, a player that doesn't really show up scoring-wise. She's already got 4 rebounds and 4 assists. We usually see her as a double-double watch or even a triple-double watch in these games. Triple-triple would be pretty impressive.
Something.
But yeah, so let's see if she can continue to add to those numbers. She's an all-around jack of all trades, so really crucial for the Thunder as they get started in the second quarter.
So the Thunder and Vikings both back on the court for the second quarter. 10 minutes on the clock. On the court for the Thunder is Jacqueline Sanjul, Hannah Swider, Jill Berg, Hannah Williams, and Christy Dembski.
Yeah, not really sure what the holdup is right here, but Dembski is out at half, like she's about to check into the game. I'm not really sure what the confusion is right now. Don't really know enough about college basketball rules, but
don't say that, Don. You can hold your own.
Yeah, the Thunder with 4 players right now, so just a little bit more of an extended break. As now the Vikings will go to the bench and the Thunder players will come together. Looks like maybe Madsen now is going to come into the game instead of Dembski.
Right, but like you said, Dembski's still crouched like she's about to be subbed into the game. So Swider will bring it in for the Thunder. Jacqueline Sanjul with possession. Berg kicks it out to Sanjul. Sanjul to Swider. All the way around to Madsen now. So Swider will find Sanjul. 7 on the shot clock. Sanjul to Williams. Thunder quickening their pace. 3 on the shot clock. Sanjul takes it. It goes. Bank 3-pointer there. So Thunder with the first points of the second quarter. Foul against Madsen. So here we go. Christy Dembski will come into the game, as well as Alexis Jones for the Vikings. And with the charging foul, the Vikings will bring it in. So both teams reassessing. Vikings bring it in. Alexis Jones trying to get the ball, but it's sent out to Lauren Hall. Vikings taking their time. Mia Lambert drives into the lane with 9 on the shot clock. She puts it up. Doesn't go, but Jones recovers it for the Vikings. Comes off the Vikings, so the Thunder will take over.
And I've been surprised at how much the Vikings have kind of thrived down low. And right here, they're going back into this press. Really impressed with, you know, their confidence in this press right now. The Thunder have broken it pretty easily, but like I said earlier, sometimes it's not about getting the ball back. It's just about wasting a little time.
Berg puts up the layup. It's good. Jones thought about driving in. She didn't. Kicked it out. And Berg will get the foul called against her. So that'll send the Vikings to the line.
Yeah, I see it on the replay right there. She does get her hand on the ball, but before that, maybe gets her a little bit with the shoulder. Good call from the ref. And Hall is leading the Vikings in points with 5. Chance to add 2 more.
Right, so Lauren Hall at the charity stripe. First shot doesn't go. With a couple high fives, she'll take another. Second shot comes off the rim. So 0 for 2 for her, and the Thunder will get things going on the other side of the court. Dembski now to Swider. Swider looking, finds Dembski again. Swider drives into the lane, gets the call. And correction, the Vikings get the call, so it'll actually be sent the other way. It'll be Alexis Jones bringing it in for Augustana.
Yeah, Swider looking to draw the foul there, but instead traveling. Now another turnover, and the Vikings have a chance to eat into this deficit. 13 points now.
Justice Adele for the Vikings. Alexis Jones found the top of the arc. She drives in, shot doesn't go. Jacqueline Sanjul quick to get the recovery and take it down court. She finds Dembski. Dembski back to Sanjul. Now to Swider. Fake shot, now Swider will take the three, it's good.
And just lights out in this game, 8 for 12 now. That's good for 66% in this game. They can't seem to miss.
Right, and that was a great pump fake by Sanjul on the other side of the court. That was key to Swider's three going in.
Yeah, looks like another foul here. And we'll see more free throws from Hall. She missed her earlier 2 free throws, and now Frazier back into the game. So we should see a little bit more stability now with Wheaton's star player Becken and Myroth as well coming in. So a couple more familiar faces here as the lead continues to grow for Wheaton. Hall still with 2 free throws.
Yeah, and Frazier, like you said, back in the game. This actually reminds me. Lauren Hall's first shot doesn't go, but this reminds me of Hannah Frazier actually. One time I was interviewing her for the Wheaton Thunder, and she taught me how to shoot a basketball according to the beef standards. And so, oh man, I don't know if I can fully recover it, but I just remember that F is follow through, and that was Hannah Frazier's favorite part. So Thunder back with possession. Myroth driving down, she finds Frazier. Frazier to Dembski. Swider thinks about taking the shot, she doesn't. Sends it back to Dembski. Williams with possession. Now Myroth. And it'll be a call on number 10 for the Vikings. So that's Jenny Crane, and the Thunder will bring it in. Frazier hands it off to Myroth. Myroth to Williams. Williams dribbling around the arc, finds Swider. Swider takes the three. It doesn't go. Good look for her though. Myroth now down to Williams. The and one call, you see the smile on her face. She'll go to the line.
And how about Myroth coming in for that rebound? We talk about it all the time, 5'11" as this Wheaton team's starting point guard. She's typically down there getting a lot of boards, setting up her teammate now for a couple free throw chances.
What a great shot. So Williams' first free throw is good. She'll take another. And there it is. Doesn't go. So 1 for 2 from the line.
And Swider just called for the over-the-back foul there. Pretty unnecessary. She's got to be bummed about that one. Didn't really need to come in like that, but the ref saw it. It was definitely a foul, and she picks up her first.
Vikings now taking the ball down court. Justice Adele hands it off. It's kicked back out for 3. It's good. So the Vikings get it to go. Still trailing the Thunder. Score here in King, 33-20. Christy Dembski to Jordan Myroth. Myroth drives in, but kicks it back out to Dembski. Frazier finds Swider. Myroth drives in, but kicks it to Swider. Swider takes the shot. Doesn't go. So the Vikings, like you said, still quickening the pace. Good layup there by Alexis Jones to add some more points for the Vikings. And they do so against the Thunder's dry run. So Thunder looking to score here on this possession. Swider around the arc. She finds Williams. Swider finds Myroth. 8 on the shot clock. Time winding down. Dembski takes the shot. It doesn't go. A good look from the 3, though. You know, she started the game out so strong with the first 3-pointers of the game. Vikings put it up. Their 3 doesn't go. Alexis Jones from around the arc. Dips in, but comes back out. So both sides of the court miss the 3. Myroth grabs it and kicks it out to Williams. Swider got plenty of time. She'll keep the passing game up for the Thunder. Vikings recover it. A little bit of a fast break, 1-on-1. The foul is called against the Thunder. You can see it here again on the replay. That's Mia Lambert's pass. And there she goes down.
Yeah, good chase down from Williams, but once again, the Vikings getting to the line. 8 free throws on the night compared to Wheaton's 2. They're only 3 for 8 from those shooting, just 37% from the line. And Cassie, that's 5 free points that they're giving up here. And they're only down by 11, so that would have made it a 6-point game if they could have converted those.
Justice Siddell's first shot goes. And Bonnie Zeller back in the game for the Thunder. Looks like Sanjul will sub in after Adele's second. So there it is from the charity stripe. 2 for 2 for Adele. Myroth to Bonnie Zeller. Back in the game for the Thunder. She'll send it to Sanjul as they take it down court. Frazier found on the corner. Thunder keep it around the arc. Now down in the paint to Frazier, but kicked out quickly. Myroth shot is blocked. That's Jones, gets her hand on it. But Frazier will take it from the outside. It doesn't go. She's fighting for the rebound. Vikings will recover it. So Jones now with possession for the Vikings. She's looking for somebody to make a play. She sends it to Shada Hodges, who's driving into the lane 2-on-1. Vikings send it up, it doesn't go, so Sanjul will recover it for the Thunder. Sanjul to Williams, now to Myra. Williams driving in, passes it off to Myroth, who quickly kicks it out to Sanjul. Frazier finds Zeller. Zeller takes a 3. Doesn't go. Good look for her, though. Thunders lose possession as the Vikings recover it. So Alexis Jones, a name you should be familiar with by now, has possession for the Vikings. And the foul goes against the Thunder.
Yeah, another foul call down low here. We'll see it on the replay. Jones, definitely an impact player here for the Vikings. Good little step. And yeah, looks like Zeller just got her on the way up. 2 more free throws for the Vikings, who are shooting 50% from the line.
Jones' first shot is good. Here's her second. Comes off the rim. The Vikings recovered it, but the Thunder quickly fought for it back. It's actually Bonnie Zeller who recovered it for the Thunder. So Thunder back on offense now. Sanjul with possession. She passes it to Williams, now to Zeller. Zeller thinks about the shot, doesn't take it. Passes it back off to Williams. Zeller puts it up with 8 on the shot clock. It's good. Her first 3 of the night. What a shot.
And the Thunder have been a bit cold from behind the arc. I think they've missed their last 4, so Zeller hopefully will ignite a little spark in this Wheaton team.
Alexis Jones turns and shoots on Myroth. It's good. So Vikings with 27 to the Thunder's 36 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Zeller down to Williams. Williams quickly takes the shot. Comes off the rim, and the Vikings will get it going the other direction. Hodges kicks it out. Back with the ball now. Vikings working around the rim. Jones puts it up. Doesn't go. Myroth with possession for the Thunder. She'll take it down court with 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Myroth turns and shoots. Doesn't go. So a lot of back and forth here, but not a lot of shots coming down. And the Vikings fighting on Bonnie Zeller, putting up some good defense. What a recovery there by Hannah Frazier. She's like, I will take over. Thank you. So the Thunder now with possession. Zeller to Sanjul. Sanjul driving in, kicks it to Myroth, who bounces off. It looks like it kind of came off her thumb.
Yeah, a bit unlucky there. Sometimes the ball just comes around. I think maybe got a little tip maybe from Feinborn, and then Myroth's hand was out. But I think they can afford to make a couple turnovers here. They're still up by 11, or excuse me, it's 9 now, so single-digit game, but they seem to be playing pretty well.
Hodges to Jones. They've been a great duo. And the foul will be called, it looks like. Well, there's substitution on the court, so we'll see here on the replay.
Yeah, I think it was a jump ball. Just went up there, and Frazier had her hands on it. And since Wheaton received the second quarter ball to start, it'll be Augustana's ball here on the jump.
So Vikings with the ball. Jones on the outside, 5 on the shot clock. Thinking about what to do. She drives on Hannah Frazier, but shot clock violation just runs out of time.
Well, the Thunder knew that the shot clock was going down. They knew it was going to Jones and did a really good job of smothering her when there were about 5 seconds left. Get a good turnover here and a good chance to end this half on a good note.
Myroth long pass to Hannah Frazier down court. Both teams now on the same side. Sanjul to Frazier. And a good attempt there, but the Thunder lose possession.
And right here, 30 seconds on the game clock, 30.5 seconds in the game, so we should see the Vikings hold for the last chance. If they get a 3 here, it's a 2-possession game, the first time in a while it would have been a 2-possession game, as Wheaton has come out to a bit of a lead.
So with 18 seconds remaining in the second quarter, matching the shot clock, Alexis Jones is talking a lot, trying to find a teammate, hoping someone will get open so the Vikings can have one last shot before the quarter closes out. It's a turn and shoot, doesn't go. There's the buzzer. So with the end of the second quarter, the Thunder lead 36-27 to the Augustana Vikings here in King Arena. I'm Cassie Thornberg alongside Don Crowder. We'll be back with ya in a few.
Be inspired as you seek to make a difference in the lives of children as an elementary, middle, or high school teacher.
Be challenged by a strong academic program that prepares you for the leadership skills needed to lead a classroom.
Be equipped with the strategies and tools from experienced professors in a program that boasts a 100% passing rate for all licensure exams.
Be inspired to lead others to the Christian faith as professional English language teachers serving across the globe.
Be challenged as you dive deep into learning about other cultures while understanding how to create the bridge between English and the native language of your students.
Be equipped as you gain valuable skills and lessons from leading researchers and teachers in the field who have decades of experience and whose work spans 6 continents.
Be inspired by diving deep into the study of the Bible and understanding the theology behind our faith.
Be challenged with advanced study of biblical and theological knowledge.
Be equipped to expand your knowledge, build your academic skills, develop critical reflection, and serve for Christ in His kingdom.
Be inspired as you grow in your ministry and collaborate with other leaders like you.
Be challenged, stretch your thinking, and deepen your understanding of your mission.
Be equipped to raise your level of leadership as you raise up faithful followers of Christ.
Be inspired to serve a world filled with justice and suffering.
Be challenged with a rigorous academic program that trains you to analyze psychological theory and research from a faith-based worldview and apply it to serve the needs of individuals and families in need of healing.
Be equipped to integrate your Christian faith and practice with the best of contemporary scholarship and professional standards in the disciplines of clinical psychology, counseling, and marriage and family therapy.
One word I'd use to describe my Wheaton experience is purposeful. And I say purposeful because through people and experiences here, the Lord has been teaching me to reorient my desires and aspirations for work in His kingdom.
Flourishing. I chose the word flourishing because of the specific leadership and mentorship opportunities I've experienced at Wheaton, and how they've allowed me not only to grow here, but given me the confidence to navigate life after Wheaton.
Winning. I chose the word winning because I feel like all my friends and professors have encouraged me to have a winning mindset.
Full. I chose the word full because my Wheaton College experience has been full of mentorship and friendship here, and I've been left with intergenerational friendship that I'm going to take with me for the rest of my life.
Transformative. The reason why I chose the word transformative is because of all the ways I've been influenced by my professors, my peers, and my friends at my time at Wheaton.
Rooted. The reason I chose the word rooted is because I am leaving Wheaton grounded in both my faith and calling.
Unexpected. The reason I chose this word is because I expected to be challenged by Wheaton's academics, but I wasn't expecting how I would be challenged and grown through Wheaton's athletics, student life, and student engagement.
Deep. I chose the word deep because of the deep relationships I've been able to build with friends and all the people I've been able to meet at Wheaton.
Holistic. I chose that word because Wheaton has taken my education and my vision for my life, and it's expanded it and shaped it physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually in every way.
Journey. The reason why I chose Journey is because of the many highs and lows that I've experienced here at Wheaton. These highs and lows are a taste of what life after Wheaton is going to be like, and this is why I love Wheaton.
Hello and welcome back to King Arena. I'm Cassie Thornburg alongside Don Crowder, and you're watching some Wheaton Thunder women's basketball. The Thunder currently leading the Augustana Vikings 36-27. We've got some halftime statistics for you. Take it away, Don.
Well, yeah, the most exciting development of that first half, Wheaton 9 for 16 from behind the arc. That's good for 56.3% in this game. That's the best that they've started a game out all season. And Cassie, what I've been really impressed with is that every single player that's played a minute tonight for the Thunder has scored a point, at least 2 points. And you have a couple scoring leaders as well. Christy Dembski with 9. She has 3 threes. She opened the game up with those 3 threes, actually. And then Hannah Frazier as well with 7. On the Vikings side, no surprise, Jones leading it with 9. She's 4 for 8. Pretty efficient, 50% right there. But most impressively, 6 rebounds for her in this game. And then Hall with 6 for the Vikings as well. Vikings leading in free throws, 6 for 12. So they got 12 attempted free throws. Wheaton only with 2 attempted free throws, and that's really something that we haven't seen a lot from this Wheaton team. Typically a player like Hannah Frazier gets to the line a lot in these types of games, and they have a couple other players that like to get free throws like Hannah Williams, but 1 for 2, and that's kind of thrown off their mojo a little bit. We think that they probably could be up by a little bit more in this game based on that 3-point percentage, but right now they're only looking at about a 9-point lead, and we say only because we have such high expectations for this Wheaton team, 21st in the nation. But right now, the Vikings holding their own. They're playing well. I like how they're going into a press. Hopefully they continue that. And they really do have the ability to get back into this game, so it's going to be a really exciting second half.
Yeah, like you said, nice early ranking for the Thunder to be 21st in the nation. Thunder now back on the court, ready for the third period. It'll be your same starting five. So that's Hannah Williams, Jordan Myroth, Christy Dembski, Jill Berg, and Hannah Frazier. And before we kick things off here, I mentioned one of Hannah Frazier's shooting techniques and key to success, the back to the basics beef method, which is balance, eyes, elbow, and follow through. And the Vikings coming out of the huddle here. The Thunder repping their white unis. Vikings in navy blue. Taking the court for the Vikings is Lauren Hall, Gabriella Loys, Mia Lambert, Alexis Jones, and Justice Adele. So Thunder start with it. Berg to Myroth. Myroth finds Williams, who drives in, kicks it out to Dembski. Back to Williams now. She finds Frazier down low, kicks it to Myroth, drives up and puts it in. So Thunder again, the first to score coming out of half. Vikings looking for somebody. Down low to Jones. She puts it up quickly. It goes. So Thunder again with the ball.
And they've got to get Jones going early if they want to come back here. She's definitely the best player on this Vikings team, and she's really going to be crucial to any potential comeback.
Dembski to Frazier. Dembski now to Williams. Myroth cross court to Dembski. Vikings get a touch on it, but does not dissuade the Thunder. Foul on the court. So the Thunder will bring it in.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a reach there, not sure what went down there.
Right, so it's the first team foul against the Vikings. Keeping the possession with the Thunder. Williams puts it up, blocked down by Jones, and the Vikings recover it. So Jones on the dribble. She is looking for a teammate, sends it around the arc. Vikings got good amount of time driving into the lane. Puts up the shot, it doesn't go, but keep possession of the basketball. From the outside, misses inside. Thunder will take over. Myroth driving in. Aggressive approach by her. She kicks it out to Williams. Frazier back to Myroth. Keeps it on the outside. Frazier to Williams. Williams thinks about driving in, does, but then kicks it back to Frazier. 5 on the shot clock. Williams takes it. It goes. First three-pointer of the second half to Williams' name. Vikings quickly sending it down court. Jones driving in. 1-on-3 there. Vikings keep possession. Down low, drives on Dembski. And Dembski will get the call against her. We'll see it here again on the replay.
Yeah, just got her going up. Berg, as you see, just raising those hands. Didn't need to jump at all. But yeah, Dembski gets her. And 2 more free throws here for the Vikings. This will be 13 and 14 on the night. Thunder still only 2 attempted free throws.
Justice Liddell at the charity stripe. First one is good. One more, here it is. Second one good as well, so 2 for 2 there from Adele. Thunder, Williams to Myroth. Overthrow to Dembski. Tries to keep it in bounds, but the Vikings will take over just in front of us, Don.
Man, that's the first time we've really seen this press work for the Vikings. It's really just been something that has eaten up a little bit of clock, but right there, finally, they get the turnover. This might be a sign that there's a change.
So Jones to Adele, down low, kicked out, and sent out of bounds by Jill Berg, senior for the Thunder. So Alexis Jones to bring it in for the Vikings. She finds Adele. Adele driving in on Dembski. Trips up a little bit. She's on the ground. So the foul is called, and it looks like the Vikings will be taking it in. Let's see that again on the replay.
Yeah, really impressed there. Adele going down, still maintaining that dribble. Of course, if she hadn't, that would have been a travel, but she stays strong, forces that foul, and I think that one went against Dembski maybe, and that's going to be her third foul in this game. And yeah, she'll get taken out right here. So pretty big foul there as one of the Wheaton starters heads to the bench in foul trouble.
So in for her is Jenny Crane, a senior from Woodstock, Illinois. And a couple substitutions for the Thunder as well. So Kirsten Madsen now in the game. Hannah Swider enters as well. Vikings put it up. And the ref will call it the Thunder's way. So pushing foul there, Myroth will bring it in for the Thunder.
Yeah, just a quick loose ball foul on Hall. Her second in the game. Back into this press for the Vikings, and it's looking a little bit more dangerous now.
Myroth and Swider will take it down court together. A couple back-to-back passes. Myroth kicks it to Swider. She finds Williams. Back to Myroth. Myroth with a smile on her face sends it to Williams. Swider now looking for someone. She finds Frazier, 6 on the shot clock. Now 4. Williams with possession. Swider, 2 on the shot clock, puts it up just in the nick of time, and the Thunder get it back. Myroth to Williams. Madsen. Williams sends it down court to Frazier. The Thunder working around the Vikings defense, and 1 for Jordan Myroth. See that again on the replay. There she goes up for the layup, and Jones gets second there, so Myroth will go to the line.
Yeah, not many teams can take 2 possessions down to below 10 seconds on the shot clock, but that just shows this Wheaton team's patience. I mean, they want to get the best shot possible every time. They got the offensive rebound, and then they waited, and Myroth got a really good look at a layup and now has the chance for a 3-point play.
Myroth's free throw is good. So like you said, 3 points for Jordan Myroth with that play. So now the Vikings with possession. It's Shada Hodges. She's driving in, kicked it back out. Swider putting up some defense against Lauren Hall. Vikings put up the layup, and it's good. That's Jenny Crane, recently entered the game, the 5'6" senior from Woodstock. Swider to Myroth, down to Williams. She kicks it out to Madsen, quickly puts it up. It's good. What a 3-point. You see the bench will get up and hold their hands up with Madsen's success there. So Vikings now with possession. Alexis Jones chooses to drive in. She's 2-on-1. Frazier and Myroth both putting up good defense. Viking shot doesn't go. Madsen grabs it and will take it down court for the Thunder. So Madsen slides it to Frazier, who drives in, draws the foul. See that again on the replay, sending Hannah Frazier to the line.
Yeah, and that's what we're used to. Hannah Frazier just being aggressive and attacking the basket, getting those free throws. Definitely deserved foul.
So timeout called on the court. Thunder leading the Vikings 47-33. Hannah Frazier, when they return to the court, will go to the line. A player if you're the Vikings, you'd rather not have the opportunity to put up some free throws. Usually has a strong percentage.
Yeah, and just really solid player all around, shooting 85%, as you mentioned, very consistent from the line, but she's really just a player that once she gets those first buckets, she can go on a 10-point run just like that, and 38 points, a career high last week, so she's on a bit of a roll. CCIW Player of the Week, as you mentioned, in this conference game. That's got to mean a lot coming into it, so Hannah Frazier could get on the start of a big run as Wheaton with the 14-point lead here. Looking a bit shaky early on. The lead was as low as 9, but now they've jumped up a little bit more, and it's looking more and more like Wheaton's trying to edge away a little bit. And with these free throws here, Frazier could make it a 16-point game, which would be the largest lead of the night.
Right, and you mentioned Frazier's high last week. She also averaged 24.7 points on the week as a whole and had 8.3 rebounds. So all-around contributor there for the Thunder. She'll take her first. It's good. Now for the second. Repping the Nikes that match her uni. Second goes as well. 2 for 2 from the line. Anna Frazier. So Vikings working around the arc. Driving into the paint, but now it's kicked out. Vikings almost lose possession. It's bobbled there, but regain their composure against the Thunder. 6 on the shot clock. It's put up. Alexis Jones tries to keep it from going out, but the referee just ruled that it was in fact out of bounds, so the Thunder will bring it in.
Yeah, nice long possession there for the Vikings. Couldn't get anything going. A lot of really good recovery and double teaming there from Wheaton gives them the ball.
Swider bringing it down court for the Thunder. The Vikings get tripped up as she does so, but everybody's good. Back up. Williams will bring it in for the Thunder. Williams to Frazier, now to Swider. Thinks about taking the shot. Doesn't, instead sends it cross court to Madsen, who leaps up and grabs the pass. Frazier receives the pass from Myroth, doesn't hesitate, takes the shot. It's clean. 3-pointer for her. Thunder leading the Vikings 52-33 in the third quarter. 4:22 on the clock. So Vikings now with possession. At the top of the key, Jenny Crane with the ball. Madsen putting up D. We have man-on-man defense going for the Thunder. Good defense there by Myroth. Vikings send it out of the court and will make some substitutions here. So they're bringing on a whole new 5. Whole new look. Here's the rotation. It's Emily Ness, Justice Adele back in the game, Gabriella Loys, as well as Mia Lambert. And the Thunder also made some substitutions, bringing in Jacqueline Sanjul and Jill Berg.
Right now 15 on the shot clock. So the Vikings, once they get this ball in, they're going to have to do something quickly.
And with that, Bonnie Zeller will come into the game. I laugh because Coach Madsen, she was going to substitute Swider, but he yells out, other one. So Hannah Williams will come out of the game as Bonnie Zeller enters. Vikings get the call in their favor. So they will bring it in from the baseline. And with Bonnie Zeller entering the game too, we gotta mention that she put up some double figures last week, had 11 points in the Thunder's victory at Dominican. Vikings driving in, swing shot, doesn't go. Jacqueline Sanjul with the ball, looking to bring it down court for the Thunder. Madsen now with possession, passes to Sanjul. Berg now with it. Zeller finds Madsen. Thunder continue to work around the arc. Swider puts up the shot. 3 doesn't go. The Vikings will take over here. Vikings dribbling down court. Immediate drive to the basket. Rethought by the Vikings. Now working around the outside. Turn and shoot from the Vikings. It's put up, but it doesn't go, and Berg, with her height advantage, will take over for the Thunder. Madsen immediately shoots from the three. It goes. The bench leaps up at that one. Great shot by her.
And that's 13 for 22 on the night. The Vikings are shooting just 3 for 9, so that's a huge disparity. 10 more threes in this game. It's no secret as to why they're up big.
Right, and as they should, the Thunder have a lot of confidence in their threes. You see so many players willing to just take the shot. With that being said, the Vikings put up a three. It goes for Gabriella Loys. So Gabriella Loys, just a freshman from Davenport, Iowa. The Thunder working around the arc. Bonnie Zeller looking to pass. She finds Jill Berg. Sends it cross court to Swider. Swider puts up the three. Bounces off the rim. But Bonnie Zeller will draw the and one. See this here on the replay. She gets the rebound, puts up the shot, draws the foul. So Zeller at the line. Zeller, just like Hannah Frazier, rocking the Nikes tonight. Here's her first. She puts it in, and the Vikings quickly get things going the other direction. Vikings around the arc. Jones driving in on Zeller. Jones puts it up, but so it looks like she drew the foul, so the Vikings will maintain possession. As the Thunder keep in their man-to-man coverage. Ball's brought in. Immediate drive to the basket and follow through for the Vikings. Score now 58-38, so Vikings trailing by 20 with 1:17 left in the third quarter. Swider to Sanjul. Sanjul kicks it to Madsen. Madsen driving in. Pass it back out to Swider. Zeller, top of key. 7 on the shot clock. As Madsen finds Swider on the outside. She just takes the shot with 2. The shot was short, and the shot clock violation was called against the Thunder. So Alexis Jones will bring it in for the Vikings.
And that's just an example of how the press, even though they didn't get the ball back, it was effective anyway, because when the Thunder got the ball down the court, they only had 20 seconds to make a play. And this Thunder team, we know, likes to take their time, so the press is working. They just got to get shots up on the other end.
Vikings with the immediate three, top of the key. That's Lauren Hall, the sophomore from Rock Island, Illinois. Great shot. And then again, the Vikings recover it. Let's see it here on the replay. Great pass there down low to Jones, who puts it up and draws the foul.
And Jones playing defense and offense as well. She now has 13 points, still shooting 50%.
Been a big contributor tonight for the Vikings. Her free throw is good. That's Alexis Jones, the senior from Chicago. And the Vikings thought that they recover the ball a third time there, but they didn't, so St. Joel will bring it in for the Thunder. Swider, long pass to Madsen down court. As both teams now rejoin on the Thunder side. Madsen drives in, kicks it to Swider. Back to Madsen. She takes a three. Doesn't go. But recovered by Berg. Again, that height advantage. Now Sanjul driving in. She puts it up just in time. There was 1 second on the shot clock, and she will go to the line.
Yeah, great play there from Sanjul, recognizing the time was going down, driving in, trying to foul. As now there's maybe some confusion as to whether or not She got off. Looks like she did. So they're going to put .3 back on the clock and give her 2 shots at the line.
Yeah, they did. And, I think they were just giving her a second to regather herself. Her shot is good. She'll take another. So here's her second. It's good as well. 2 for 2 for Jacqueline St. Jewel. And with the buzzer, that's the end of the third quarter. We are headed to the fourth. 10 minutes now back on the clock. Thunder lead the Vikings 60-44 in this CCIW matchup. Again, I'm Cassie Thornberg alongside Don Crowder. We're excited to be here with you. Both teams in their huddles now. So looking over the stat comparisons between these two teams, the Thunder, so far 6-2. They've had a good run at it in their first 8 games. This is their first conference matchup against the Vikings. Don, you called one of the Thunder's previous games this season. How have you seen an improvement in the team since then?
Well, I think you just got to look at how they're shooting. 50% from the field, 54% from 3 in this game. Not at all like that U of Chicago game where they just really came out flat and didn't seem to be able to keep up with the pace. And something that I've really liked from both of these teams tonight is just how quickly they're moving. We haven't seen too many timeouts. We haven't seen too many slow changes going about. It's pretty much just one team goes up and scores, and then they're right back into it. And this press that the Vikings are going with, so far it's been working pretty well. And obviously that's not reflected in the score, but they've been playing very fast and very hard. And they'll look in this fourth quarter to try and eat into this deficit.
And that's the start of the fourth quarter. Vikings with possession. It's almost a Thunder starting 5 on the court with Kirsten Madsen. Vikings working the perimeter. 7 on the shot clock. Alexis Jones turns and shoots. Draws the foul from Myroth there.
Myroth may be a little bit frustrated with that. She played some pretty good defense. But we've seen Jones is just so shifty down low. She's got a lot of moves in her arsenal, leading the Vikings with scoring with 14. No surprise there.
So Jones again at the line. First shot is no good, but she'll take a second. Chance for a little bit of redemption here. Second is good. 1 for 2 from the line for Jones. Thunder back with the ball. Williams fighting early against 2 Vikings defenders. Gets out of it, so the Thunder now on their own court. Williams to Myra. Now to Frazier. Frazier looking for someone, finds Madsen, who finds Myra. Cross court to Williams, drives in. Kick. Back with the ball. Now Myra in possession. 3 on the shot clock. Madsen puts it up. Woo! From beyond the arc. It's good. What a shot. So Thunder still with quite the lead, 63-45. Vikings put up the 3. It's good. Tamia Lambert's name, the senior from Macomb, Illinois. So 3-pointer for the Thunder. Answered by a 3-pointer by the Vikings. Thunder with possession. Myroth puts it up. Comes off the rim, but she fights for it. Ref now assessing the situation. We'll see it again on the replay.
Yeah, not sure what's going down there, but jump ball called as Myroth goes to ground. And yeah, so Augustana got the fourth quarter ball to start. So now Wheaton will have it underneath.
So Myroth bringing in for the Thunder. Myroth kicks. Dembski puts up the 3. Doesn't go. But wow, what a recovery by Myroth. She gets it from the Vikings. And Hannah Williams will draw the and 1. We got to see that again. Here it is. Williams puts up the shot. Foul there by Jones. So with 8:18 in the fourth quarter, Hannah Williams at the line. And there it is. Hannah Williams, the junior from Fishers, Indiana. Vikings now take over. Confident shot there by Mia Lambert. She's like, hey, I just made a three-pointer. I'll put up another. It goes as well, adding 3 points for the Vikings. Nothing like some back-to-back threes. Madsen loses possession for the Thunder, so the Vikings regain it early. It'll be brought in by Lambert. Hodges bringing it down court for the Vikings. Gabriella Loy's driving on Dembski. She puts it up. Dembski gets the recovery as it comes off the rim. Dembski having some pressure early, again from Loy's. Dembski fighting now against two. Myroth comes to her aid. So with that, Coach Madsen will call a timeout. Both teams now in their huddles.
Yeah, that was a good call. He saw Dembski was just in a little bit of trouble there. Wanted to get her out of that. Dembski's still with those 3 personal fouls, so she's going to have to be a little bit reserved going forward. Doesn't want to pick up a fourth and a fifth foul and have to leave this game. But now the Thunder are up by 15, and in this second half they've increased their free throw numbers. They're now they're 8 for 9 overall, but 7 for 7 in the second half compared to 1 for 2 in the first half. So getting to the line more, that means they're being more aggressive. They're driving more often. That's a place that we've seen Wheaton excel at. So they got to keep attacking the basket, keep stretching out this lead for the rest of the game.
Myroth to Madsen. Madsen takes it. It goes. Long 2 for her. Vikings now bringing it down court. It's kicked out. Corner shot. Bounces off the rim. And as the ref calls it, the Vikings will keep possession. You can see it here again on the replay, Don.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a loose ball foul there. It's going to be on Madsen. And I think that's her second, so nothing should happen there. Just a good physical play, but yeah, Jones at the top now.
Swing shot here by the Vikings. Jenny Crane puts it up. And it comes down. Dembski to Myroth for the Thunder. Myroth dribbling down court between the Vikings. Madsen outside the arc. She finds Williams, top of the key. Back to Madsen, now down low to Frazier, who one-handed puts it up. It comes off the rim as the Vikings take over. Quick turnaround. They're picking up the pace now from the 3. It's good. Macy Bainborn gets it to come down. That's the freshman from Bettendorf, Iowa. 2 freshmen for the Vikings from Iowa putting up threes tonight. Thunder, Williams to Frazier. Now to Dembski outside the arc. Williams back to Dembski. Looking for help. Myroth sends it down court to Frazier. A little bit of an overthrow, giving the Vikings possession now of the basketball. And with that, Kirsten Madsen will step out as Hannah Swider comes back into the game.
And 3 quick threes for the Vikings. The lead is now at 12. And of course, it's still a pretty big lead, but there is momentum here for the Vikings. This press is working. We've seen Jones going down low, getting some points. Lambert on the outside getting a couple points. So this could shift here, but they've got to be on point for the rest of the 6 minutes that are left in this game.
Yeah, Jones is a fighter for the Vikings. She's put up some really great shots tonight. Been key to their offense. 7 on the shot clock. Jones, speaking of which, drives in. Great shot by her to get it to come down for the Vikings. She fights for the rebound, but it again goes out of bounds. So the Thunder will keep possession, but the Vikings will make some substitutions. Entering the game now is Emily Ness. Emily Ness, a senior from Sandwich, Illinois. Myroth passes to Williams to try to get it down court so the Thunder could put up some more points. The Vikings closing on the Thunder a little bit. You know, we saw a 20-point lead not too long ago. It's been dropped now to 10, so Thunder 68, Vikings 58. Frazier now, Dembski takes the three, comes off the rim. Myroth fights for the rebound, but the foul will be called, so the ball will be the Vikings. The Thunder call their third timeout. Both teams now in huddles as we watch the replay and the call there against Myroth. So the Vikings picking up the pace as well as picking up their game offensively, putting up a ton of points in the first 5 minutes of this fourth quarter. Don, what do you have to say about them closing the lead on the Thunder, who have been extending it all night?
Well, they're just doing a lot of what Wheaton succeeded at early on in this game in the fourth quarter. They're 5 for 8 overall, but 3 for 4 from behind the arc. That's good for 75%, which really is contributing to this fourth quarter surge. And of course, they're still down 10. There's 5 minutes left in the game, but they can do it. They have scorers on their team. We've seen Jones go off. We've seen Lambert go off. Hall has 11 points, and they can get to the line as well. But right here, you're thinking 10 for 17 from the free throw line. What if a couple of those could have gone in? This could have been a single-digit game. This could have been a little bit closer. But you can't think about that right now. You just have to act in the moment. But right now, the Vikings with a lot of momentum. If this press keeps working, I don't know, Cassidy. We could see a different game come out in these last 5.
All right, well, with that 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, a little energy coming into the court with Kygo coming into King Arena, a little bit of their rendition of Higher Love. Vikings now with the basketball. So like you said, we'll see if they can keep the tempo they had going into the timeout. They don't get the shot to go, so the Thunder with possession. Myroth to Williams. Williams to Frazier now at the top of the key. She's got plenty of time, 18 on the shot clock. You know, and we've seen that shot clock play a huge role tonight. A couple shot clock violations and really coming down to the wire. Speaking of which, 7 now on the shot clock as Williams is looking for somebody. She sends it down to Myroth, but with that, the Vikings intercept the pass. So the Vikings now on a little bit of a run. 3 is put up, it goes. What a shot. You can see the excitement of the Vikings bench. Came from Lauren Hall, that three-pointer, the sophomore from Rock Island, Illinois. Slider puts up a 3 to answer. She responds, that one comes down. So 2 threes there to keep the game a 10-point game, 71-61. Thunder still leading. Alexis Jones drives into the paint. She's working on Myroth, trying to get around her. Gets the call, so she'll go to the line. Let's see that on the replay.
I don't know. I think that's a travel before it's a foul. A couple of steps there from Jones, but we've seen her and Myroth go at it down low, and both of them have come up pretty big. Jones has gotten a couple points. Myroth has gotten a couple blocks, but Jones once again going to the line. She's 3 for 5 tonight from the stripe, and down 10. These points are big.
Right, so here's Jones at the line. First shot goes. Following her second, looks like we might have a couple substitutions. Second one also goes. So 2 for 2 for Alexis Jones from the line. Not a surprise. She's been offensively on point all night. Hannah Williams enters the game for Jordan Myroth. So Dembski to Williams. Man, working on the Vikings, who will get a call against them. You can see their frustration now on the bench. Watch this again. There's Williams dribbling, and Shada Hodges just gets the call against her there. Dembski to bring in the ball. Dembski to Williams. Again, she's working against 2. Swider on the run with the ball. She finds Berg. Williams, pump fake, drives into the lane, puts it up, it comes off the rim. So Vikings quick to get things going the other way. It's Lauren Hall who sends it back to Shada Hodges. She drives in, kicks it out. Here's the three, comes off the rim, no good. From the top of the key, the three is good. It lands, coming off the follow through of Macy Beinborn, that freshman from Bettendorf, Iowa. So Dembski now with possession as the Vikings are closing on the Thunder, 71-66. They put up 5 as the Thunder have yet to put one up. So Swider gets the call here. Let's see it again on the replay, Don.
Yeah, the bench for the Vikings calling for a charge there. I'm not sure how that could be a charge. It's a good call from the referee. Swider just noticing there was nothing else. Being aggressive, going to the basket. She does that very well. Getting rewarded with 2 free throws, and these are huge. The Vikings are within 5 right now. This is the closest they've come in a while. Wheaton was up by as much as 21 in this game, so these are big free throws here from Hannah Swider.
Here's the first shot. It comes down for Hannah Swider. She'll take another. Here's the second. It lands. 2 for 2 for Hannah Swider from the line. The Thunder appreciate those points. The Vikings threatening their lead. So the Thunder 73 to the Vikings 66 as the Vikings, Alexis Jones brings it down court. So 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in this game. Vikings for 3. Again, it's good, and again, it's Macy Beinborn. She has found success tonight around the arc. A block from Alexis Jones. Ball goes out of bounds. Frazier will pick it up and bring it in for the Thunder. Actually, she'll hand it off to Williams, who will bring it in now for the Thunder. So Williams to Frazier. Frazier hands it back off to Williams. Now to Myra. Dembski, top of the key to Williams. 7 on the shot clock. Dembski puts it up, comes off the rim. Swider there to get it and follow through. What a layup. So the Thunder call another timeout as they lead 75-69, but the Vikings are closing on them. At one point, the Thunder had a 20-point lead over the Vikings. Now it's a 6-point game. Don, what do the Vikings do to advance their game here tonight?
Well, you can't let what just happened happen again. Hannah Swider coming in unchecked, getting that offensive rebound, and that one hurts so much if you're the Vikings. They were so close. It was a 4-point game, but now they're going to have to come back and get probably another big 3. They're 6 for 8 in this 4th quarter. The main reason that they have been able to stage this comeback, they've got 25 points in this quarter. They've outscored the Thunder by 10 in the 4th. So right now, no surprise that they're within 6, but right now they just have to trust their instincts. They've been hot from the 3-point line. They've got to continue that. They've got to get smart shots, but most importantly, they can't allow second chance opportunities for the Thunder.
Alexis Jones kicks it out. Now back with the ball. She puts up the layup. It comes off the rim. Swider fighting for the rebound. We'll have a foul here. As it looks like, let's see it here again on the replay, but it looks like Gabriella Loy's got knocked down. She's reaching for her nose as well.
Yeah, and that's going to be Myroth's 5th. She kind of just had 4 fouls all of a sudden, playing pretty aggressively, and right there with the loose ball foul, she picks up her 5th, so she is out for the rest of the game. There's still a minute 41, and the Thunder are only up by 6, and right here with the chance to make it 4.
Yeah, so Loy seems to be all right. She's at the line now. Chance to put up some points for the Vikings. It comes down. She'll take another. Second is good as well. 2 for 2 for Hodges. for her. Now as the Thunder bring in the ball, blocked down by the Vikings. Man, are they putting up some defense? Swider to Madsen, unthwarted by the play. Swider now finds Dembski, who passes it along to Williams. Thunder working that perimeter, but Madsen will drive in, toss to Frazier, who gets the basket. Drive to the basket for the Vikings. Comes off the rim, so it doesn't go, but 6-point game here in King with the Thunder leading the Vikings 77-71. And like we said, the story is quite a switch from the first half of this game with the Thunder up so many points over the Vikings, and now the Vikings closing that lead.
Yeah, but the Vikings just can't seem to get to within that golden one possession. It's now 6, and they've done really well with this press like they're doing right now, but then they're giving up points at the other end.
That one is blocked by Jones. Vikings recover it. Here it is, Jones around the arc. It's put up, comes down for Mia Lambert. So just a 3-point game in King. Wow, how the tables have turned 77-74. Thunder still leading, but just by a little. Madsen to Williams. To Swider now, back to Madsen, who drives in, kicks to Williams, long two, comes down. So 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter, 79-74, 5-point lead for the Thunder. Vikings bench is up and making some noise. Passes over the head of Alexis Jones. So the Thunder will take over.
Yeah, and that was pretty much the worst thing that could have happened to the Vikings. They were doing so well, but just the careless pass, and now it's Wheaton's ball. They'll have to foul here.
Right, so 5-point game, 19 seconds. Thunder possession.
And it goes right to Frazier. That's the last player that the Vikings want at the line. 85% from the line this season.
Frazier's first shot is no good. She'll take another. Second one comes down. 1 for 2 from the line. So the Vikings will take a timeout here with 18.7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Vikings really coming at that Thunder lead, though it's still 80-74 Thunder. So Don, break it down. What's happening in that Vikings timeout?
Well, right now they're saying, look, we've got 18.7 seconds. That's plenty of time, if you think about it, to get down, get a good shot off, and then foul after the free throws, get the ball back, try and get a good shot. But really, it all depends on this shot right here. It's got to be a 3, and it's got to be a good look. And right now, they're shooting 7 for 9 in this fourth quarter. And I have mentioned several times, Wheaton's shooting well from three-point land, but the Vikings are actually shooting better. They're shooting 60%, 12 for 20 on the night. So just coming out of nowhere, mainly because they're 77% in the fourth quarter alone. But they do have the players to make this shot, and they can. They can really go to every single player on their team. Lambert's 4 for 5. Hall is 3 for 4. Loy's 1 for 2, and Beinborn 4 for 6. So a lot of shooters out. And you have to imagine Jones, although she's 0 for 1 tonight, she'll be out there as well. So if they want to, they can go down low for a quick 2. But yeah, the key right here is a fast strike. They've got to get this ball in the basket, and then either a steal or a quick foul is the only way they have a chance.
Vikings to bring it in. Lauren Hall's pass to Jones, immediate turn and shoot from the 3. It's good. Wow, what a performance by Jones there, and you know that was the plan coming out of the timeout, but well executed by her. So just a 3-point game here, 16.5 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, 80-77 Thunder.
Well, they did the first part pretty much exactly correctly. Only, 1.8 seconds off the clock there, and Jones turns around and gets that three-pointer up. Nothing but net. And she's got 22 overall in the night. She leads all scorers. With Myroth now out, she could have a chance to get some more points up without Myroth's really great defense on her. So right now the Thunder will have the ball, and the Vikings are going to have to try and play for that steal or get the foul. And it'll be interesting to see here if they allow the play to just kind of run while it's in the Thunder's half, or if they go for the foul immediately. We've seen that they can get steals. Now let's see if they're going to go for the foul or the steal.
So 16.5 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Dembski to bring it in for the Thunder. And she does. Pass to Frazier. Immediate call against number 12 for the Vikings, Mia Lambert. So with both teams at 5 team fouls, Hannah Frazier will immediately go to the line after the foul. Here's the first shot. It's good. And for the second. It's good as well. 2 for 2 for Hannah Frazier. And with that, another timeout. So 14.6 seconds now on the clock. And both teams in a timeout. So last time we broke down the Vikings huddle. What's happened over there in the Thunder huddle?
Well, right now they're just saying, or at least thinking to themselves, how have we gotten ourselves into this mess? We were up by 20. And the reason is the Vikings have just become lights out from behind the arc. But right now they're just saying, look, we've got to be consistent. We know the model. The models work. We've just got to stick to it and allow the Vikings to either miss or make the shot, because they're playing good defense. The Vikings are just red hot right now. And I think what they're saying is we got to waste as much time as possible.
Right.
As it looks like another timeout
yeah,
called.
so another back-to-back timeouts there.
So I guess
it is really coming down to the wire here.
More time to figure out what they're going to do, but the fact that Jones made that three so quickly means there's still 14 seconds on the clock. That's a lot of breathing room here for the Vikings. The thing is, though, they have to score quickly once again, but now it doesn't necessarily have to be a three. They can try and get a quick two and then hope Frazier misses free throws, although that's not a really likely possibility. But my guess is they're going to try and get a quick three, and that one has got to go in, obviously. But this is a big possession right here.
So both teams now on the court coming out of their kind of funny back-to-back timeouts. Lauren Hall forward for the Vikings to bring it in. She passes it to Gabrielle Lois, who immediately takes the shot, but it doesn't go. So another set play by the Vikings coming out of the timeout. And with 10.7 seconds in the fourth quarter, another timeout. We are going to use them all tonight. So that one called by the Thunder, as they want to come out on top as they started. 5-point game here in King Arena. And really the story of this one has been that, you know, the Thunder started out so strong and took that early lead, early run. The Vikings fought back and have now turned this into a game with 10 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Yeah, and Augustana scoring more points in this quarter than they did in the first half. Quarters 1 and 2 combined. And right here, the Thunder, Coach Madsen calling that timeout. He's probably just going over to his players, just the need for composure right now. There's 10 seconds on the clock. The game is yours to lose. And also with that timeout, they're going to advance up to half instead of having to take the ball out, facing that Augustana press. Now they'll get a chance to just get the ball in up at the Augustana basket. But this is going to be a tense couple moments here for the Vikings. They've got to get a quick foul in, but if it goes to Frazier, you have to imagine she'll make both of her free throws, and then it'll be a 3-point game, and at that point, it's definitely going to be out of reach.
So here we are coming out of another timeout. Both teams back on the court. 10.7 seconds remaining in the fourth here in King. Dembski to Williams. Williams dribbling around 2. She gets a call, smile on her face. She'll go to the line.
And that was just super smart from her. Got the ball, got the spin, and then instead of going for the basket, instead of passing it off, dribbling away from pressure, wasted a couple more seconds off the clock.
First shot is good. Making the score 83-77 here in King with 6.5 remaining. Second shot good as well. 2 for 2 for Hannah Williams. So as the time winds down, Alexis Jones puts up a final shot, a long 3. Beautiful shot by her. But with the buzzer, that's the game. So the Thunder come out on top, all said and done, with a final score of 84-80. And as both teams line up for their final handshakes, Don, you want to run us through some final statistics there?
Well, you got to mention first name on the score sheet. That's Jones, 25 points, 9 for 17, and 2 for 3 from behind the arc, including that nice rainbow shot towards the end. So she led all scorers, and over on the Wheaton Thunder side, really good balance of scoring. 14 for Hannah Williams, 17 for Hannah Frazier, 10 for Swider, and 14 for Madsen. So those were all the players in double figures for Wheaton. But overall, just a really great game to watch. Augustana made it really interesting towards the end, talking about 9 for 11 from behind the arc in that fourth quarter. That's 81%. That is insane. But just a really great game to watch, and great game played by both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams now join hands in the center of the court here in King Arena for a post-game prayer. And you see as the Thunder walk away, smile on their face. It really came down to the wire there. So that's the story of this one. Thunder get an early run. Vikings fight back, but the Thunder come out on top in their first conference win, extending their record now to 7-2 overall and 1-0 in the CCIW. I'm Cassidy Thornburg alongside Don Crowder. Thank you so much for joining us in this Wheaton Thunder Sports Network broadcast.